Hey guys, welcome to the AMG Lounge. I am G, and today we are reviewing the GLC43 AMG 4MATIC Coupe. Quite the mouthful, I know. So, what is the GLC? It's probably the latest addition to the SUV family. It's kind of the love child between a GLA and a GLC, but there's also a GLE Coupe in there as well. So the whole SUV range in Mercedes has kind of grown in recent years. I think there's 40 cars in the model lineup currently, and the GLA, GLC SUV, GLC Coupe, GLE SUV, GLE Coupe, GLS and G-Wagon, all part of the SUV family. 7 SUVs. So literally, if you can't find an SUV at Mercedes, an SUV isn't for you. So what powers this thing? Well, under the bonnet we have a 3-litre V6 bi-turbo 367 horsepower engine. It shares this component with the other 43 cars in the range, which includes pretty much the E-Class family, apart from the Coupe. So you can have a E43 Saloon, E43 Estate, a GLE 43, an E400 Coupe, we'll come back to that, and in the C-Class you can have a C43 Saloon, C43 Coupe, Estate, Cabriolet, GLC SUV and a GLC Coupe. I hope I haven't lost you yet, but there's more to it. So in the E-Class Coupe, you can have an E400 4MATIC, which we touched on the E-Coupe E220 review, but there is no AMG variant. Now, I don't know exactly the reason behind that, but what I can tell you is, obviously you guys know that the E63 is available in an estate format, saloon format, a GLE format, and you can also now, well, it's like on its way, a GLC 63S SUV and a GLC 63S Coupe. So, some of the key differences between the SUV model and the Coupe, well, to be honest with you, there aren't that much. From sort of this B-pillar forwards, everything remains the same. Everything tends to change from the B-pillar backwards. So, there is a bit of a price difference, but I'll let you guys have a look at the brochure for that. But you've got more of a sloped roof line. The boot space is a little bit compromised, but I guess the decision that you guys, if you're thinking about buying one, the style over substance. If you need practicality, I'd say the SUV's probably got the edge, but if you want a little bit more style for your money, the Coupe would probably be the one to go for. So some of the spec in this. Now, if you guys have watched any of the other videos that I've done, or you'll notice that apart from the E-Coupe, everything tends to be black, because my boss says that's the best colour to buy an AMG. So this one, in true fashion, is black. Also has the AMG night package, and we've got the optional 21-inch wheels. Now these wheels are exclusive to the 43 family, so they vary in size depending on what car you go for, but I quite like the V kind of shape. Have I told you guys how much I enjoy driving in London? It's a nice steering wheel. Some red stitching in the leather. At some point the road should open up, and I'll be able to talk a little bit about the performance. Oh my god, open up! Hurrah! A little bit more about this car in particular. So as I was mentioning earlier, we've got the night pack. It's obsidian black metallic paint. I've got the premium plus pack, so I've got the Burmester surround sound system, I've got the electric seats, I've got the sunroof. I don't have a panoramic roof. That's one of the differences between the SUV and the Coupe. I imagine it's got something to do with the sloped roof line. But yeah, you get a slightly smaller sunroof as opposed to the panoramic glass sunroof. heated seats, DVD player, full satellite navigation, automatic headlights or automatic windscreen wipers, reversing camera. Actually, this one has 360-degree camera, which is an optional extra. It means you get a camera front, back and up sides, all over the place. Sonny's calling me. Hello? Hello? What, just here? It's my camera crew. He's such a professional. What about here? Bye. How do I look, guys? Thank you. Let's try it. If you guys have Instagram, search for the following hashtag. I'm gonna attempt to add a link somewhere here. Basically, it's called London to Loch Ness, all one word, and it's basically a trip from Colindale all the way to Loch Ness in a GLC 250. It was one of my company cars that I had back in the last year, and we don't really have much footage on there, but there's loads of pictures that you can check out. The idea was just to kind of promote the car. It being a coupe, the rear window is slightly smaller than the SUV model, but yes, it is smaller. Yes, I can still see out of it. I can see there's a cyclist there. No problems there. What I do like about all the AMGs, and I'm pleased to say it's kind of trickled down to the 43 family as well, is that it does have that dual personality, like Jekyll and Hyde. So when you're driving in comfort mode, honestly, it just feels like I'm sitting in the 220 or the 250 version. Obviously, the power's there, but I mean, I don't know if you guys can pick up on the sound, but at the moment I'm in comfort at 2,500 RPM, doing 50 mile an hour. And literally, if you can hear this, I'm going to switch it to Sports Plus. Listen, if you feel like 367 horsepower four-wheel drive isn't going to cut it on a car in this caliber, don't worry, the 63 is coming as well. Alright, just while I'm talking to you guys, I think I'm going to put it into comfort mode, because 8.6 miles to the gallon really isn't going to cut it. Worth it? Yeah. So what kind of boxes does this car tick? Okay. If you are in the market for a slightly smaller, more compact SUV, if you like, I mean, look, it's a coupe version of an SUV, and I agree, it will divide opinion. I happen to think it looks nice. I think the G-Wagon looks nice as well, and I describe that as the beauty and the beast. So looks, it's objective, so some of you will like it, some of you won't, but if you like a sports SUV small car that looks nice, doesn't look as maybe as traditional as the SUV model, four-wheel drive, all-weather capability, and gives you quite a good performance as well. So down here you've got all sorts of other buttons. You've got dynamic, which lets you select which mode to drive in. I've got a button which says M on it, followed by a couple of cogs. That basically makes it fully manual. So if I press that, it will not save me. And I must say, this new 9-speed gearbox is a very welcome change. And downshift, downshift. It listens. And then there's the dampers. So I've got AMG Ride Control Sport, Sport Plus and Comfort. And then I've got ESP, which if you press it just once, it puts into sport handling mode. So again, it just lets you have a little bit of slip. And you also, if you hold it down, you can disengage ESP completely. I encourage you not to do that. Health and safety. Never do that, especially not on a public road. And then you've got another button here, which is the air suspension. So a couple of the features you get along with the air suspension is that if you have any heavier loads to put into the boot, you can lower the car by pushing a button. And as well, you can raise the ride height by pushing the button just down here. The engine sound hasn't got that sort of typical AMG V8 rumble, and that's kind of to be expected. But it does have this sort of high pitch whining sound, which kind of you tend to associate with like racing cars. Here we go. There's a sense of adventure that I find that an off-roader kind of gives you. It gives you a sense of like, just take it anywhere, go on a long trip, and it'll be like a good companion. And you kind of get that feeling with this as well. I don't know if any of you agree, but I quite like that. So guys, here she is, all in black with the night pack. So we've got de-chromed window edges, which we saw on the E-Coupe a little while ago. 21-inch upgraded wheels. So these sort of V-design alloys, as I said, only available in the 43 family. The C's and E's included. Around the front, we've got the intelligent lighting system. Again, 2 bulbs as opposed to the 1 diamond grille. Running boards. So part of the keyless package, again, we saw on the E-Coupe, if you just wave your foot underneath, that'll open the boot. And then up here, we've got 2 buttons. This one on the right will lock and close the boot and lock the doors, and that one will just close the boot. Again, keyless entry, mirrors fold, interior, got the keyless go, 360 camera just there, Burmester surround sound system, heated seats, electric seats with a memory function, 3 different settings for 3 different people. If you're generous enough to let anyone else drive your pride and joy. So this one's got the upgraded real leather as well. So as standard, you'll kind of get Artico, which is like a suede finish down the middle, and leather on the sides, but this is fully leather. The dash in the middle there, this one's the piano black finish. You can get the matted black wood finish. You can also get a couple of different trims in carbon fibre as well.
Hey guys! Behind the scenes, Cockhand's outside taking some pictures. I'm normally his flyby driver, or the driver you never see. I highly doubt you'd even see this, but GoPro's here, who cares?
So guys, if you're sitting there watching this and thinking, do you know what, the GLC is not quite big enough, it's not quite powerful enough, but the 63 will be too much, well, as I mentioned, it does have its older brother, the GLE Coupe. So guys, there it is. There's the GLC43 Coupe. Maybe at some point we'll do the GLE43 Coupe AMG as well. But hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And we'll see you guys soon.